the language which been used in the opening section of the Royal Commission report and the NDIS review is the vision of inclusive and fair Australia. And then that vision, the assumption of that vision will be delivered by all mainstream supports as well, that all our mainstream supports should be inclusive and fair. So where does that promise land from every state and territory government departments, whether it's Department of Justice, Health, Transport, and so forth?
Where does it land? Yes. It's probably landing at the moment onto the table where they're going to have to assess where the differences are and how to level the playing field. They need to be able to understand what the difference is and then to see, well, where can they come to a point where it is, we can have seamless transition, whether that's, and it doesn't matter which jurisdiction it is, whether it's education, health, whatever. It'll be nice to be able to just have Australia. It's almost like, I'm not going to say it, but to have a unified Australia. And if we can have that via inclusion, then I think that's going to benefit everybody.
I would assume so. There would be a large amount of infrastructure cost across all state and territories to be implemented in the coming 5 years to deliver that vision, and which sits outside the NDIS supports, which typically sits within the state and territory budgets, and these projects could be sitting in the current, strategic plans of other departments. But how do you have a linearity and conformity across? So there's a big cost on delivering that linearity and then unified support ecosystem.
Well, I think you need to come back again to truly understanding what the need is, but it's also around stopping this trying to transfer responsibility, trying to transfer budget responsibility between states and territories, between the states, territories and the Commonwealth. So they're going to have to work out, well, who's paying for what, and then I dare say that each state and territory will come in at a different level, depending on their own individual budgets and what their particular systems look like. So there's going to be a lot of work required to understand what those different systems are, and I really hope that it's not going to take them a long time, that they don't get, the process doesn't get caught up in more reference groups that will go on, and I think we need to have some action. There needs to be some understanding, some idea of an imperative to actually get this all sorted by a particular time. And I understand, we've got this, I think Mr. Shorten's been talking about 5 years for the implementation of that's the NDIS review.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of thinking, oh gosh, we're already 10, 11 years into this NDIS. Now we're going to be what? By the time we get to this end point, it's going to be 15, 16 years.